Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Tight end makes the grab. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. A running play called on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
He hands it off from the gun. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle, but first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Well, nearly an interception here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 3rd down instead.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, and hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Receiver makes the grab. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. And the tailback's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The defense has stuffed him twice in a row. They try to throw for it here on 3rd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Now, that is stepping up by this defense and coming up with a great play now. 3rd and goal, you come up with a sack. Backs against the wall, they get this sack, and now forcing them into a possible field goal. And that's a win for the defense.
No problem. Knocks it right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Hoping to improve in the last drive. They got stopped on 4th down, and it ended up costing them a field goal. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll tackle him out across the 20. The Vols come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And that one's picked off. What a play. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. They'll toss it to the right side. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a quick grab. Oh, will he score here? Touchdown, Bama. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a fourth down decision coming up. The Vols will have to punt this one away. And the fake does not work, doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. A momentum-changing play. Defense was all over that. The gamble doesn't pay off. And now the offense will take over in good position. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Takes the toss, heads to his right. He's got room looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, tie.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. And the back now goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's going to pull it down and run. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. Second down play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. The back's got it. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Receiver makes the catch. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line. And the Volunteers come to the line in a hurry-up.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Volunteers line it up with first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Another handoff to him on second and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
Punt team ready to boot it away. We'll see what he can do with the return. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. They'll try a pass here. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. Oh, it's a reverse.
Well, thinking back on our conversation this week with the defensive coordinator, this is the type of play that should not surprise him. He expected different playmakers getting the football in this game, and yet his defense looked a little bit lost, and it cost him there.
Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
And the ball's getting set on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Volunteers. And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner looking to create better field position. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. And they get the completion. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looking to pass here on second down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They're going to run it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. You'll call for the fair catch here. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. The shotgun running play call. They'll tackle him right at the 31. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. And the pass fall is incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick this away to begin the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Running through the tackle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for offense.
Went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And is intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On first down, it's play action. Looking for his big tight end. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. The Vols are going to take advantage of this red zone trap. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Takes the handoff and he'll head left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And he's able to send the punt away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Well, the quarterback was noticeably hurried on that play. Great pass rushes don't have to get to the quarterback to affect the play. That was a great example of it there.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Here comes the handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Makes a quick grab. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. They bring the punter onto the field now. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Ball handed off. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
To me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Bringing pressure. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the tackle is made, not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
That completion makes it second and medium. An inside give now from the shotgun. Powers through a tackle. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Single back takes the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
On third down, he drops to throw. The tight end has got it. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get the third down with the catch radius that this tight end has, give it to him every single time. Now it's first and goal.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And now the defense able to bring him down.
But anything at this point in the game, when you get down to first and goal, get positive yards, that's a good thing. Now, what will they do here on second goal? They spread this defense out, try to create some one-on-one matchups.
They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Browns.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. They make the tackle, but it's a big gain. Ball near midfield, spotted at the 49. It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And they'll try the quarterback sneak.
Well, the old quarterback sneak. Well, whatever you got to do to keep this drive moving. We've seen them convert in different ways on this drive, and that sneak will keep this defense guessing when they're in short yardage coming up in the future.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Getting set. Here's second down. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Here we go, late in a tight game. This might be the biggest play so far. 3rd and 2. Can he get there on the ground? Oh, the ball is not free. Who's got it? Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Breaks loose at the 40. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
They'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. The Vols are going to cash in here in the red zone. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 1st and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Tennessee. This offense really clicking. That's another touchdown, an old-school performance for this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line, he decides to have his best game of the season in this game with everybody watching. What a game.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Alabama offense back onto the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Now it's second down here. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? It's a short completion to the tight end. It's a nice game. They'll move the football up to the 27. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quick throw over the middle, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to chuck it again. they get him down after the completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Receiver makes the grab, and he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Caught over the middle by the tight end. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, that's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
1st and goal here. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. So the important touchdown, Karen, but that was just the first part. Now they've got to execute the onside kick, hope for a break, and score again.
Yep, and the good thing is their offense at least gave them a chance. Now you hope that your kicker, after all the practice that he's done on that...
And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And now the kicking team has called for a timeout before the kickoff. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, you can find out how they fare against the...